Hello everyone, welcome again to the video lessons of the IMPACT IELTS. This is my fifth video on IELTS general reading, and in this particular video I am going to take the question which is known as flowchart completion and table completion. And first time in this video lessons I am going to take an example of a longer passage. The longer passages look like this. You can see this is a longer passage, and two types of questions are asked from this longer passage. So what is the difference in tackling the question of shorter passages as we did earlier on first 2-3 videos, and taking a questions from the longer passages? The main difference is that you will get more than one question type in longer passages, most of the time 3, sometimes 2. Here we have got 2 types of questions that you can see. What you need to do differently here perhaps is you have to take the keywords of second question type as well before you attempt this particular sections. Because what happens sometimes, although it happens rarely, but what happens sometimes that type 2 questions begin first in the passage, and that can put you into problem, because if you keep searching the first type of question and you're not getting the answer, that means you'll waste whole lot of time in this process. So what you can do as a safety process in this, as a safety purpose, what you can do here is you assume that this particular question type, like first question type, appears first, and I will start solving the question accordingly. But you should also keep in mind that even if it is rare, it may appear first. Now you know that or you should know that both of these question types answers are asked in sequence. That means you have to find one question at a time, you have to find the answer, and you have to end this. Now this what will we do here, that we will pick one keyword, only one keyword of this question type. Now what can be our keyword? You can see effects of engineering projects on salmon, blah 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 blah. Okay, so this is a name. So this is something that you will definitely find in the passage. So we will underline this keyword. We will keep it in our mind while solving this question type. If we, while finding or searching the answer of question type 1, if we happen to get that word anywhere, like submersible screen, we will just put a hint there on the page, and we will keep doing it. Once we finish it, we can directly go to the place to find the answer where we have hinted. If we don't get that anywhere, then we will start reading further. So let's try to go to the procedure or the strategy that I have described in my second video. What will I do? In the first 10 to 20 seconds, I will try to understand what is the question about. So we will read title, effects on salmon biodiversity, right? The number of Pacific salmon has declined dramatically, but the loss of genetic diversity may be our biggest problem. Each year, countless salmon migrate from the river and stream along. Okay, so perhaps it is the effects of salmon biodiversity of different factors, perhaps, and they are talking about different regions as well. How the population has been affected. Different type of creature has been described. Development in hydropower in major river. Okay, so we got an idea. This is about the effect on sea creatures of various factors. Okay, fine. What will I do next? I will take my first keyword, because in this flowchart completion, answers come in sequence. So my first keyword here, female lay eggs. So perhaps that can be the keyword. Female lay eggs. We will underline the part. Now you're aware of this approach, and then we will go back and we'll have to find out this word female lay eggs somehow. So again I will read faster because I'm searching for a particular word. Okay, we haven't got it yet. So you can see sometimes it takes a bit longer before you find the keyword. Still we haven't found that. Is it too long? So let's keep reading further. Oh, we got it here. So you can see sometimes it takes too long. Females deposit eggs. So deposit legs, lay eggs, both are the same thing. So you will underline this one and you will look at the questions. What exactly I have to find out. So you have to find out female legs in dash on floor. In what? That is the question. In so you can see the answer is nests. Okay, and red as well. So both can be the answer, nest or red. So you can write any one, you don't have to write both. So here I will write nests, right, fine. Next question, underline the keywords on floor of river lake where there must be plenty of, okay. There must be plenty of what? I have to find out. There must be plenty of. So plenty of perhaps is the keyword here that can help you getting the answer. There must be plenty of. Some longer passages. Okay. So on the gravel button refers, there must be a large quantity of exactly the same word, isn't it? There must be a large quantity of gravel, right? So answer is gravel. So this answer is gravel. You got two answers now. So easy. You can see the keywords just before the gap and after the gap always works. Next question is young salmon occupy dash for up to several years. So perhaps young salmon is the keyword here, right? So underline young salmon and go back to the passage and start reading further. From here, the young, okay, we immediately find it. So that is young. You know, sometimes it's too early, too easy, and too near to find. The young emerged from here and live in freshwater for, okay, but I have to see the question at first. What exactly they're asking about young salmon? They are saying occupy dash for up to several years. So what do they occupy for several years? So even several years can be a helpful word for you. Let me find. For periods ranging from few. Okay, so several years is also given here. So that means your answer must be here. So what do they occupy for several years? From here and live in fresh water for periods ranging from a few days to several years. So what do they occupy? They occupy the fresh water. So that is your answer here, fresh water. Right. Now let's find the keyword of next question type. Next question type is process. Means this entire process known as what? So I have to find out the name of the process, right? Name of the process. Okay. Let's go back and try to find out the name of the process. Then the juveniles undergo test called, okay, so that is the name of the process called smoltification. And how do you know this is the name of a process? Because he's saying undergo a physiological metamorphosis. If you know the meaning of this word, that means the physical changes. So this process is known as smoltification, right? So now the next keyword is migrate dash, return to dash of birth. Okay, so return to and dash of birth. I mean, there can be two keywords here, return to and dash of birth, right? So let's take return as a keyword and move back into the passage, right? We have it here. Once in the sea, thousands of miles away after month return. Okay, we are getting the same keyword. Return. Okay, So that's my keyword. And what I have to find out, let's go back to find. Return to dash of birth. Okay, return to a place, somehow it is related to birth. Okay, with high fidelity, return to, oh, again return. Return to the river where they were born. Okay, return to the river where they were born, or return to the river where they were born. Okay, fine. Okay, I think the return word has been used twice wrongly. I must delete this particular part. Right. So return to the river where they were born. So answer is the river of birth. Okay, fine. So what we have seen so far, that I haven't come across the keyword that we have underlined, which is submersible screens. That means for this question type, I have to read this further. And I'm going to discuss this question type and this passage again in the next video. So thank you very much for watching this video. In next video, I will see with the same passage how to tackle this type of question. Thank you and bye for now.